So let's get started. Alright, so we've done everything in the first act. Yeah, I know you're cooking your weird lunch. It's fine. So we finished everything in the first act except we did not do the Deep Roads Expedition. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So I hope you guys are super ready for this. Alright. And I did some double checking on Friday after the stream was over, and I found out that we don't get the other upgrades to armors. Like, we've had all the upgrades to our companion armors that we're going to get in this act. A lot of them take place in the second act, and then the next bunch happen in the third act. So we've actually done all that we could so far. Now, let's go ahead and head out. So, does anybody have any comments as to who we should be taking with us to the Deep Roads? Friends in weird places, nobody gives a crap about that. I will take anyone except Bethany for reasons that will be very, very apparent later on. So, anyone you want to see is up for grabs. Okay, Fenris. I have to take Varric. So, you guys, like, I'll take Fenris. I have to take Varric. So, you get one more choice.
I would like to know more about being a guard, Aveline.
I don't think that's the job for you.
I know, but it might help me not get caught.
You probably shouldn't have said that part.
Why?
Just... never mind.
Ah, bless you. Bless you, Meryl. I'll take that. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. I haven't really, like, I generally have Aveline for that, but Fenris actually does a pretty good, like, whirlwind tank. So I generally just do, whatever. It's the Deep Roads, like, nothing is super awful in it, to be honest. Nothing I haven't seen before. So I'll be taking Fenris and Varric. So if nobody picks, I will just take Anders. I will just plop Anders in there and we'll go along. Because Anders / yeah, Anders is good. Thank you for that, Cody. Alright. It's always good to have mods who actually pay attention to what's going on here. Bertrand. Let's talk to Ghislaine first. Let him know what's going on.
This ring is all I have to return to you. I'm sorry.
Well, you're fine. Thanks, Cody.
Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful.
It's a little harder for me to do it on my phone.
Oh. Written in happier times.
Oh,
Where did you find it?
poor Ghislaine. I actually kind of feel sorry for him. He might be an awful person, but it's his wife we're talking about here, guys. I mean, we could tell him the truth, or we could just say it doesn't matter. Let's tell him the truth. He needs to know she's dead.
It was on Ninette's hand, which was cut from her body. She's dead.
On her hand? Huh. I see. Well, maybe you should take this back. I don't want anything that might link me to her death. Especially with her family asking questions. No. They're going to blame me. I just know it. Excuse me, sir. I have arrangements to make.
Welcome, merchant.
Poor Ghislaine, poor Ninette. Two miserable sods who got married and probably never should have met. Alright. So we've got plenty of money, I think. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay. Hi, Burton.
You again? What now?
I spoke to Varric about becoming a partner.
Partner? Bloody Varric. I suppose you're the help he promised. It figures. If you see that sodding bastard, bring him here. I want to hear exactly what he's promised, right from his lying mouth.
Brotherly love.
Just bring Varric here.
Oh, I have to have Varric in my party, that's right. Where's the nearest ginger party? Is it Fenris? I guess it is Fenris' mansion. Alright, let's go to Fenris' house and change up the party. Totally forgot I was supposed to bring Varric with me to start this out. Okay. Well, I see you're here, Brad. Better late than never. Let's remove Aveline and Leandra. We're going to take Fenris and Varric. This is going to be the weirdest party. But we've got all of our races covered. We've got human, we've got dwarf, we've got elves, and we've got abominations. Something like that. And we don't have Canary, but there are tons of Canary in Kirkwall. It's fine. Although this does make me sad that it's like literally the only thing. Oh.
Why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
You left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects. Sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a tradition of dwarf woodcutters in Orzammar? Beekeepers? Sailors?
Well, there could be mushroom growers and nug wranglers.
There are.
Orzammar will never let those people go topside. Too vital. Also, embarrassing.
Ursmar is about saving face, so Varric's got the right of it. I mean, a trust Walla friend.
You! Ah, brotherly love. It's quite something, don't you think? Sure is something. Especially when little brother makes promises I can't keep.
Bartrand, so suspicious. I have in fact brought us our future partner.
What? Partner?
Meryl is...
Nug-humping dirt farmer. Why'd you go promising something like that?
Meryl is not quite an abomination.
Then we won't have any profits to argue about, will we?
Maybe you have a point.
Meryl is... I mean, Bethany is not an abomination, so she's safe. Meryl is questionable. Anders is... She's not summoning them, she's communing with them, which is a little different. She's a blood mage. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but if you romance her, you can't, or if you have enough friendship with her, you can actually convince her to stop what she's doing and, you know, stop her bad blood mage ways. So Meryl can be reformed, which, you know, according to everyone, is not possible, but it totally is. And Bethany is Bethany. Anders is, the less we say about that, the better. But yeah, unless you play a mage, like, unless the Hawke mages are safe, but all the other mages in this game are kind of questionable. Let's put it like that. Thank you. Great.
So we're partners.
That depends. You got the coin we need?
Yes.
I do have your coin, in fact.
You're joking.
What did I tell you, Bartrand? Not bad for a human.
All right, partner. Full share of the profit between you, me, and Varric. Now we just need a decent entrance into the deep roads.
Well, what do you know? I have maps.
These might be just what we need.
What's this? 3, 4 entrances into the deep roads, all in the free marches? Where'd you get these?
A wizard did it.
Color me astounded. We just pick the most promising one and go. Time to wrap up any business you have in the city, my friend. We'll be gone for several weeks at least. Let me know as soon as you're ready and we'll head out.
Okay, so literally, I love that it's Anders who's like a wizard did it. That's kind of great. Alright, you.
So are you ready? It's a long trek. If you have any business you need to wrap up here, you'd better do it now.
Let's go.
I'm ready. Let's get started.
And let's not waste any more time. We've chosen one of the hidden entrances. The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering. Ha!
Now there's an interesting image.
Right.
It'll take a week for us to get to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight. Big risks, big rewards.
Not be reckless.
We shouldn't be taking any needless risks.
This isn't a foolish endeavor. This will work. Now, before wait. Who invited the old woman?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sir Dwarf, but I need to speak with my children.
Mother! I told you not to get involved with this.
I just want to know one thing. Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
I hadn't decided yet.
Mother, I'll be fine. I want to go.
It's not fine. You can't both go. What if something will happen to you? You, I understand wanting to do this. But leave your sister here, I beg you.
It's the Templars or the Darkspawn, Mother. At least I'm allowed to fight Darkspawn.
Well, you're not going to be able to take everyone anyhow. You'll need to decide.
That is a good question. Why couldn't we take everyone? I mean, honestly. Okay, so we are not taking our sister because if we take her... It's not quite like that. It's you're the oldest, I can't stop you, you're a grown woman. Hawke is literally the head of the household.
About this, sis? I hope you're not just trying to protect me.
Mother's right.
We can't both go into the deep roads. It's too dangerous.
Fair enough. I hope you're right.
Personal drama over with? Now let's get underway.
Been a long time coming, eh, brother?
That it has. The deep roads await.
So, no, she's not. I think it has mostly to do with Malcolm died, then the Blight happened, and Carver and or Bethany died. So she just gets a little hysterical when it comes to her children, period, and it doesn't matter.
No, this can't be right. The champion and her apostate sister came to Kirkwall to spread subversion against the Chantry. But you claim this wasn't the case. The champion just happened to have dealings with the Canary, joined forces with a known raider, a blood mage, a rebel warden, and for what? Coin?
Maybe it's not as simple as you imagine, Seeker.
Simple? Do I need to remind you what your friend did? Do I need to tell you how many lives have been lost? How many more will be lost? You cannot sit there and tell me she is innocent.
I don't know if innocent is the right word exactly.
She must have known. Somehow the champion knew what was down there. That's why she wanted to join your expedition.
Honey, nobody knew.
No. None of us knew. If we had, this would have all turned out very differently.
Is that so? Then tell me your version of what happened on this expedition.
Well, we entered the deep roads as planned, but we didn't get very far.
Cassandra is so angry for somebody who's just looking for information. So angry.
There's been a collapse. The way forward is blocked.
What? Is there some way around?
Not that I've been able to find. The side passages are too dangerous.
Useless! What am I paying you blighters for? Set camp!
Actually, there's only one person above Cassandra, and that's the Divine. And the Divine is not mad at Cassandra.
Try to find a way around instead. Seems like the logical choice.
Cassandra's just always that angry.
Varric, the scouts say the side passages are too dangerous.
Well, don't give up now.
We need to do something. Sitting out here in the open is just as dangerous.
We'll take a look. If we come running back, screaming, you'll know staying put was the right decision.
Fine, fine. Find a way around. Just do it quickly.
This is why I
My,
love the
oh.
waters. I hate the blighted deep roads.
Aw.
I hate to add to your burdens.
I think Cassandra just needs a boyfriend.
I fear my boy Sandal wandered off. He's somewhere in those passages right now. I beg you.
Oh, damn.
Keep an eye out for him. He just doesn't understand danger like he should.
Fine, we'll go look for Sandal.
Search the side passages. We'll bring him back if we can.
Poor Sandal. I can't believe he's done this.
Oh, come on, I did the same thing during the Blight. Sandra just likes to run off. Okay, so we've got our party. Nobody's leveled up. These are hirelings. Also, Barton doesn't understand anything about personal matters because his interpersonal skills are awful and therefore nobody wants to be around him. So, I mean, he settles business dealings by punching people in the face. I think that says a lot. Okay, nothing so far. Oh look! Darkspawn! Yay! Just waiting for us. We'll just have Fenris Lyrium Ghost Tank. It's fine. So far, nothing. Oh look, more Darkspawn. Aw, poor Varric, there's blood on his coat. And I made sure there was as little things in our inventory as possible so we won't run out of room.
How long do you suppose it's been since anyone walked here? Other than Darkspawn,
I mean, if it's been a long time, there's a lot of things on fire. Kind of stopped counting when the emissary showed up there. Sorry, buddy. Okay, let's collapse. It goes downstairs. This way from here. Alright, let's go here. Amy, here, there's going to be your least favorite mobs to ever mob, so you don't want to pay attention to this part quite so carefully. Dude, have you seen this thing is gigantoid, so that's why I always warn people. And while it may be, here is the best thing about video games not being real, okay? Scientists say that a creature of this size is not scientifically possible. Size is not scientifically possible because its body structure is set up. Sorry, I didn't want to sneeze when I was there. So, scientists say that a spider of that size is not scientifically possible because its body structure is not sustainable after a certain size. So.
How about you?
So we only have to worry about the giant spiders that actually do exist. I know. If only fears listened to logic. I mean, although I do take some kind of, like, solace. Like, there is some sort of solace. And the, spiders can only get so big. But the fact that they can get that big at all is just disturbing to me, honestly.
Well, I'll be a Nug's uncle. Isn't that Bodan's boy?
That's yeah. There's Sandal scratching his butt.
Hello. Talk about dumb luck.
Well, we don't have to talk about it anymore. Aw, are you alright?
Are you injured? How did you do this?
Shot. Boom. Oh, wait. Boom.
And how did you do that?
Not enchantment.
Not enchantment.
Smart boy.
Come on. We still need to find a way past the collapse.
Well, hello, Mike. Thanks for the follow there. And Nathan. Okay. Alright, so that's fun, right? Not really. But as far as Sandal is concerned, Bodan had the right of it in Origins when he said that he's pretty sure that Sandal is Lyrium addled, and he's just a savant who's been exposed to too much Lyrium. Like, if you've seen, like, the Templars, who've been Templars for a really long time and have ingested a lot of Lyrium, they get that kind of addled. Like, in Origins, there's that Templar in front of the Chantry and Denera, who's kind of sort of like Sandal. It's basically it's overexposure delirium at this point. It screws with your head. I mean, you're still functional, you're still you, but I know. I would rather have exact details too. But basically, he's like an idiot savant when it comes to enchantment. It's almost like he was probably born to a family of like rune crafters and stuff in Orzammar. And then, like, his family went on a trip into the Deep Roads with one of the many dwarven expeditions and just got separated. And Bodan found him. I don't trust emissaries, as I should not. Oh, crap. Ah, No, the thing of it is they're immune to most magic, but they work with raw lyrium, Amy. So like they dig it up directly from the earth and work with it raw. So it ends up like if there's like you know how you have like microscopic cuts on like your hands and stuff sometimes, and like if you use lemon juice, it burns. It's kind of the same thing. Like if you have microscopic cuts on your fingers, you can get lyrium directly into the bloodstream, and that's how it screws with you. They just don't get any effects from ingesting it. It that does nothing for them. But I mean, ingesting is a totally different. Um, yeah, it's kind of like that. You learn a lot more about what lyrium is and how it works in Inquisition. And I know I've said this, but like there's an entire DLC dedicated to basically the dwarves and their dependence on lyrium and things like that. And they're only dependent on it for like for rune crafting and for selling to humans and elves, but still. No. They were not. As I said, there's an entire DLC dedicated to that. And it goes over like exactly where the dwarves come from. That's that is just the use of lyrium. It's not actually magic. I mean, dwarves are able to use runes, and the Anvil of the Void works on the same concept as runes. I mean, yes, magic, but not exactly the way you're thinking of it. They don't tap directly into the Fade, which is why they can't. Okay, so humans and elves have a connection to the Fade. They literally can pull the essence of magic from beyond the veil to work with it, which is why they have mages. The Kunaria as well. It's also why they dream. Dwarves have no connection to the Fade. They have no ability to actually cast magic because of a lack of connection. They also don't dream. It's why dwarves freak out when they go to the Fade. Take Auburn with you to the Fade at one time. See how well he handles that. He doesn't.
Watch your step.
Ooh, complex traps. Fenris, do not step on the traps.
Done. Watch your step. All set. Trap. Done.
Okay. I think we disconnected all the traps. Yeah. Even Varric is pretty chill or rational, practical, and cynical about a lot of things. But even he doesn't handle the Fade very well. Oh, I love it when they make me save. Yeah, I like the fact that they redesigned pretty much all of the Darkspawn. All the Darkspawn got upgrades, basically. So, would anybody like to see what happens when you trap a dragon in the deep roads? This. I'm actually curious as to how a dragon got in here, but I think I pissed this dragon off. Well, I mean, even for humans and elves and Kunari who have exposure to the Fade and dreams and stuff like that, it's not that great. But dwarves literally have none, and it's just like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We killed us a dragon. That dragon went down pretty quickly. No. Why would it start us with baby dragons? This is Dragon Age. This is not a hand-holding for losers.
Here we go. This goes right where we
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it could have started as a baby dragon.
Tell Bertrand. He'll be so pleased. Bertrand, we found a way around your
It
It's about time. Let's move out.
it kind of actually does. There's journaling of like think the missing link for humans, but for dwarves.
Holy shit.
Is this what you were expecting?
I thought an abandoned dive, something old, but what is this?
How did you even know it was here?
Old scavenger deals. After the third blight. A week below the surface, they said. But nobody believed them.
Looks like they were right.
After the third blight, that would have made it 500 years ago? Because the fifth blight at this point happened a year ago. But the fourth blight happened like 400 years before the fifth blight. And the third blight happened like 100 years before that. So we're talking like 500 years of tales. And Bartrand, you're going off of 500 years of tales? My dude. My dude. Cunning. Let's pop this into Dex. Finish off scoundrel. Also, please take note of the coloring in this place and how awful it is. And
I don't get it. Nothing in this
yeah.
tide makes sense.
Why's that?
We're well below the deep roads. Whatever dwarves lived here, they came long before the first blight. But where are the statues of paragons? I don't recognize these markings on the wall or anything in the rubble.
Haven't dwarves changed?
Who knows how old these ruins are? Maybe your people were different back then.
I know enough about our history to know we haven't changed much. Dwarves have been mired in tradition for many ages. These dwarves might have been unique. If so, I hope they kept their valuables close at hand.
You're practically salivating, and it's kind of gross. Barton has always made me feel like a little uncomfortable. Not gonna lie.
You found him! I can't believe it! You found him!
Hello?
I owe you a great debt. I will repay it somehow. I swear my life on it.
No need. I'm glad Sandal was all right.
Because of you. You will not regret this.
Major enchantment. Oh. Oh, that's Aveline. Oh, look. Look. Varric. I don't think we have any more weapon range, so we'll go with armor. None. No. What you got here? That's actually a really nice shield. It's not as nice as the ones we're using. Oh, it's crap. This doesn't matter. That's also crap. And I think actually the one that Aveline is using is better. Oh, look, we've got last descent armor. Sell this junk and continue on. I'll just have to craft more runes in the second act. Oh.
Whatever's through there, it seems still intact. Think we'll find anything?
You don't seem excited though.
Bertrand is far more enthralled with this place than you are.
Unlike him, I wasn't born in Orzammar. I wouldn't even be down here if there wasn't profit in it. This entire place gives me the chills. Let's hope it's worth it.
Whatever we find, it might not be very pleasant.
I suppose we'll need to go down there to find out.
Oh, goody. As soon as we... Yeah, I love being attacked as soon as we stepped in here. It warms a girl's heart. Anders, you calling yourself a hero disturbs me on levels I can't even explain. Literally, or Hawke. Okay. Into this side. Yep. The higher your attack score, the more likely you are to hit an enemy with the full strength of a basic strike from a weapon or staff. Spells and talents hit automatically in almost all cases. Well, I mean, that's nice to know. Okay. Let's take a look at our map. Although Bartram's right, this does look really weird. Because there's like nothing. There's like no faces or anything.
You see what I'm seeing?
Is that lyrium?
It's definitely magic. And not the good kind.
Doesn't look like any kind of lyrium I've ever seen. Look at this, Bartrand. An idol made out of pure lyrium, I think. Could be worth a fortune.
You could be right. Excellent find.
Hearing that in my ears is... Don't do it.
Not bad. We'll take a look around. See if there's anything further in.
You do that.
The door!
Well,
Bartrand! It's shut behind you!
You always did notice everything, Varric.
Are you joking? You're going to screw over your own brother for a lousy idol?
Not just the idol. The location of this tile alone is worth a fortune. And I'm not splitting that 3 ways. Sorry, brother.
Bartrand! Bartrand!
thanks, Bartram. You suck.
That son of a bitch. And I will kill him.
Oh no, that was actually kind of cute. I swear I'll fight that son of a bitch. Sorry, mother, and kill him. Poor Varric. Poor Varric. When all the curses you have against someone also impugn the honor of someone who is like worth their weight in lyrium. Oh yeah, no. Bartram is definitely the kind of guy who we're allowed to hate. Yeah. I can't see anything in the doorway, really. Yeah, but okay, Amy. Would you insult your mother if you were mad at one of your brothers? I mean, seriously. I actually believe it. I do. I have questioned how one of my brothers could have come out of my mother at more than one time or another. I didn't give my brothers all jerk faces, though. Yes, yes, Varric. Oh, well, I'm glad that you figured out. What are you gonna do? More shades to kill, guys. Oh, not shades. Weird rock things.
Bloody flames, what were those things?
Well, I mean, I've actually never seen Bayonetta, so let alone played it. Because I don't think I actually managed to catch it when you were playing Bayonetta. Okay, I have heard that, and I believe it. Oh, you know what? I should probably level these people. Use like my levels up on these guys. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun, Cody. That's not for me. Okay, let's see. Fenris. And finish up here. To enter fugitive. Training. Don't listen to magic. Haste is good, yeah. It's okay, Cody. I mean, I will still watch. I will support you. I will come and I will talk to you and keep you company. How's that sound? These things, you know, we never see these things after
Enough.
Dragon Age 2.
You have proven your mettle. I would not see these creatures harmed without need.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I know. I mean, Cody and I have talked about it, so I know what the story is about. I just wanted to see it. Okay, so wait. You creature are willing to talk.
You're the first one here that hasn't simply attacked us.
They will not assault you further, not without my permission.
What are these things? They seem like rock wraiths, but...
They hunger. The profane have lingered in this place for ages, beyond memory, feeding on the magic stones until the need is all they know.
Valyrian? That's what sustains them.
I am not as they are. I am a visitor.
It seems mostly interested in their hunger. It's a demon come to feed.
I would not see my feast end. I sense your desire. You seek to leave this place, but you will need my aid.
to do so.
Don't do it. Demons will trip you up every time.
What are our options?
Dude, we refuse.
We're not dealing with a demon.
Most unwise.
Really? No. No, I'm pretty sure it's okay. I like how it's Anders who's all like, yeah, don't deal with the demon. Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah, yeah. Although, I hate to say this, but in Anders' defense, he became an abomination to help a friend. So, it's not like he did it for power. Sadly, though, you mix Justice's priggish nature because of him being a demon of justice, or a spirit of justice, demon of justice. And Anders' hatred is bound to happen. But I mean, who better to know the folly of dealing with demons than Anders, right?
What is this place?
This is the vault. The dwarves would have brought there. That can't be good.
No, we can't. Yeah, that sucked. Ow. I think you're the last one. Hey, dummies. Oh, shoot. Go, Marin. about that. What?
Whew. The rock wraiths are supposed to be dwarven legends. They're not even supposed to be real.
Looks pretty real to me.
Yeah.
I suppose it doesn't matter. Look at what it was guarding.
Holy crap.
Let's see if there's something that can help us get out of here.
We rich. We rich. Okay. Like, there's no going back to the rest of the tag. We're literally stuck here. But yeah.
A key. The kind that opens doors?
What was that? Veldassin. In the ancient days before the Darkspawn, when dwarven cities wound through the roots of all the earth, House Veldassin single-handedly kept the Empire's plague with Lyrium. One day the mining family shut the doors of their tide. They spoke not to their noble patrons, nor their king, and not even a visiting paragon. Days passed in silence before the doors to Veldassin Tide opened. Anxious partners discovered it empty. Not a soul remained. No bodies, and no sign of what had happened. House Valdassin had left only a staff of strange metal behind. It looked like lyrium and chilled one's heart like a remembered sorrow. The king sealed the staff inside the tide, and no dwarf ever ventured there again, as recounted by Shaper Murtaugh. Who knows? Alright, let's see. We didn't really get a lot of money this round, but that's okay. We got a key to the surface, so.
I'd say this is our way back.
How long to get back?
If we're unlucky, maybe a week.
And if we're lucky?
We stumble over Bartran's corpse on the way.
Well, I hope your mood does stabilize, because food always helps me.
Home, sweet home. Finally. Oh, I wonder if Bartran came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
Oh man, I don't care about Barton.
I'm just glad we got back in one piece.
Thankfully, we didn't come away empty-handed. The treasure we found in that crypt far outstrips Bartran's stupid idol. He'll be green with envy when he finds out. As soon as I get the chance, I'll look up my contacts to make sure we get the best price. I imagine you'll want to head home, tell your family the good news. We're going to be rich.
Oh. I mean, Varric is a lot of things, but he would never, ever double-cross you. No, what?
What's going on? Please don't do anything.
Mistress Bethany is being taken to the Circle of Magi in the gallows.
That is a death sentence, Cullen.
The gallows is horrible. You can't go there. I have to. That's where the apostates go, isn't it?
Consider yourselves fortunate. The Viscount has requested we spare your family the punishment for harboring a dangerous mage.
Oh, Bethany, what will happen to you?
Don't worry, Mother. I'll be fine. Look after her.
So the champion's sister was in the circle.
Yeah,
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
it's
Isn't it? Driven from their home, a sister taken against her will, and the champion's companions, Merrill, Aveline, Isabela, that warden Anders.
Don't remind me. I introduced them.
We thought they all came from Ferelden together, but now it makes sense. Motive and opportunity.
It's still not what you think.
Then I need to hear more.
Unless you've already decided. I can always go if you don't need me anymore.
Tell me what came next.
yeah. Bethany is been taken to the circle.
The treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune. The champion moved up in the world. Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who she was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. Bethany was in the circle now. There was nothing we could do for her. Poor girl. 3 years later, the Qunari still hadn't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better.
There's no ship that takes 3 years to get somewhere. It just doesn't. Game is so nice. Yeah, there are 2 3-year skips. So between Act 1 and Act 2, there's a 3-year skip, and between 2 and 3. Brad.
The compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence
Brad, no.
no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
I feel sorry for Dumar. I really do.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you, by name. What did you do?
Oh, small things, brief but honest.
I got his attention a couple of times. I guess I impressed him, but that was years ago.
It makes no sense. And it doesn't matter. I just need them quiet. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawke?
Who is against the Qunari?
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued, behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack. But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
How is your son?
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man. But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
See, Dumar is a reasonable guy. He sees that he and his son may not agree about things, but he honestly can see the good in his son, and he just wants what's best for everyone. He tries so hard to be a good Viscount, and he's got the worst possible combination right now. Do you fear war?
The Qunari usually arrive as conquerors. Odd that this has gone on so long.
Very, and I have no interest in antagonizing them. That is partially why I suffer being a messenger today. A treaty exists, and it has been honored. Although...
You have doubts?
They claim they're waiting for a second ship. But it has been 3 years. They want something else.
What does the Airshock want?
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard 2 direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
Why not expel the Qunari?
Sounds like you'd be better off without this headache.
They will not leave, and we don't have the resources to force the issue. At least, not in a way that would leave the city intact. If they had come to conquer, I suspect they would have done so.
Of course I'll help you.
I'm always willing to assist.
Well, that is an attitude this city has lacked for a long time. Appease the Arishok. Take his demand and let him return to dormancy. As awkward as this has been, it is better than the alternative. It's heading for a fall. I know it is.
Poor Dumar. Poor Dumar. Now we know how he lost his hair. Visit Anders. Calling on the captain. That will be Aveline. Speak to Fenris. Isabella's ongoing search. Repentance. That would be Sebastian. Black powder courtesy. Okay. So let's take a look. Demands of the Qun. The continued Qunari presence in the city is causing tensions to rise. The Viscount's concerns appear matched by the Airshock's annoyance. The root of the problem must be found. This is going to be a messy act. Speak to the Airshock in the Qunari compound by the docks for black powder courtesy. Companions. Plans for the future. That's Varric. Visit Anders. Call on the captain. Speak to Fenris. Isabela. Consoling words is Merit. And then repentance. So there we go. We'll actually get to use Sebastian going forward. And then of course Michael the Assassin, which we will hold off. Okay. So let's start off by dumping this all in magic. So we can get some magic resistance. Let's see, subterfuge or shadow. Oh no, wait, we have to do this. Okay. Let's do the gauntlet. Let's taunt people. Come to us. Oh, you can open this door again. And we're going to steal from you, Bran. Thank you.
Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
Oh, could you sound any more cynical and snide? Yes, actually you can.
It's heading for a fall. I know it is.
may you have Varric as your Viscount going forward. That's my blessing on you, Brown. Seamus!
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy?
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawke. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari, and I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
You know what? I don't like or hate Qunari.
The Arashok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so compelling. Another time, when things are better.
Please keep it quiet, Sirrah. The Viscount...
If he could get away with it, he would convert to the Q and just be happy. And I honestly think... So the Q is one of those things where it works for some and it doesn't work for everyone. And those who want to follow it should be allowed to. Those who don't should not be forced. That's how I felt about religion. Both in games and in real life. I mean, religion is a personal thing. Although the Q is a little more than a religion, it's a way of life. But while we're here,
hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah.
we will check in with Aveline.
Fine day, Sirrah.
Okay, yeah, good for you. Let's see. Alright, let's go talk to Aveline.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed.
Don't talk back.
You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
Not what you expected.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult. It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
My success is your headache?
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead. I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
You need more resources.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin. There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them. You guard the guardsmen? I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
You know, Jevon left you alone.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy. At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Oh, come on. You love it, Aveline.
Grouse all you want. But the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain. They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawke. Just say the word.
See, that is a super simple way to get Aveline's friendship up. Is just to, like, tease her about, her job. She loves her job. She's good at her job. Do not kid yourself. Aveline is very good at her job. Well, that's funny because I just saw the Viscount, so sucks to be you. All right, so let's see. Let's go check in with all of our companions first. So we checked in with Aveline. Oh, go down.
I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
That's racist. I had to meet the Viscount.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bowden.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. I came to deliver this to you, the last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads.
Oh.
It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
Well, thank you.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandel's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
Honestly, Bowden is the weirdest house steward ever, but yeah, you don't need certainty.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bowden.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
See, we got our money back from investing in the Deep Roads expedition with Bartram. Yeah. It's got a dumb name. I don't think it really matters. Alright, so we're going to go to the Chantry first to go talk to Sebastian. Because we've only talked to him like twice.
Just the way I like it.
Yeah, when it's quiet at night time, it's good. Means the nobles are all sleeping off their drink, or they're yelling at Dumar. There's a barrel here. Okay. Chanter's board. Sketchy on the details. Unwanted competition helps no one. A bunch of foreign assassins are roaming the streets looking for some full mage. Can't have these people killing without contacts. It's chaos. Or contracts. It's chaos. Get rid of these fools before they bring the guard down on us all. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go talk to Sebastian first. And then we'll go talk to Fenris. A vial of holy water. I think I'll need that later. The load time on this game, it's just between the two games, it's ridiculous.
We're here to serve the makeup, sir. What are you here for? And some ribbon there.
Yeah, I'm not here to serve the maker. It's fine. You go about your business, sister.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
Oh,
The Maker blessed us with minds and a conscience. He does not approve when we fail to use them.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you wronged.
okay. So, I actually really love Sebastian, even if I find him priggish. Okay, there was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of the Maker rang out, the first word, and his word became all that might be, dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. And from it made his firstborn. And he said to them, in my image I formed you. To you I give dominion over all that exists. By your will may all things be done. Then in the center of heaven he called forth a city of towers of gold, and streets with music for cobblestones, and banners which he flew without wind. There he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders of children create. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne, sang hymns of praise and ending, but their songs were the songs of the cobblestones. They shone with the golden light reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth the banners that flew in the room. And the voice of the Maker shook the fade, saying, in my image I have brought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists. By your will things are done, yet you do nothing. Through him I have given you as formless, ever-changing. And he knew he had wrought amiss. So the Maker turned from his firstborn, and took from the fade a measure of its living flesh, and placed it apart from the spirits, and spoke to it, saying, here, I decree opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered, and the world given new life. And no longer was it formless, ever-changing, but held fast, immutable, with words for heaven and for earth, sea, and sky. At last did the Maker from the living world make man, immutable as the substance of the earth, with souls made of dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. Then the Maker said, to you, my second, I grant this gift, and your heart shall burn an inquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. From the fade I crafted you, and to the fade you shall return, each night in dreams, that you may always remember me. And then the Maker sealed the gates of the golden city, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. And that is from Thermodus 5:1-8. And I find in your heart shall burn that line right there is actually, I think that's the first chapter basically of Inquisition. So when you see parts of the Chant of Light, it's very, very interesting. Okay, so here's the second chapter of the history of the Chantry. There's actually an achievement to try to get all 4 chapters. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Okay. Grand Cleric Elfina.
Your grandparents would be so proud of you.
What?
When I was a girl, the Amels were one of our most prominent families. I'm glad to have one of their line in the estate again. How can I help you?
How do we handle the Kunari?
What is the Chantry's stance on the Kunari presence here?
Would it help anything for us to get involved? Or is it more likely to light the kindling? If the Kunari act against us, the Templars will defend Kirkwall. Otherwise, we guard ourselves best by waiting.
Let's hear about my family.
You knew my grandparents.
I dedicated your mother into the Chantry. She was a beautiful baby. Your grandmother was a very proper lady, but she was beside herself that day. And your mother put a fist in my eye.
Just think about that. Leandra, she punched Elfina in the face when she was a baby. Tell me about yourself.
How long have you been Grand Cleric?
I became a lay sister here when I was only a girl. My parents died of fever, and I was taken in by the Chantry. Eventually, I took my vows. After I had served for some time, the revered mothers agreed that I should travel to Orlais. The Divine herself appointed me Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. That was near 30 years ago.
So that would have been Divine. Who was before Justinian? It would have been the Divine before Justinian. Give me your blessing.
I'd always welcome your benediction.
Andraste, guide your steps in this difficult time.
Okay. Hi, Sebastian.
I thought it would end here. That young lady, Hawke, she decimated Flint Company. No survivors.
I did.
Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawke, we were just talking about you.
Nothing bad, I shall.
Saying good things, I hope.
Many people in Kirkwall have good things to say about you.
I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Harriman?
Tell me about this family.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Why did they do this?
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
What do you intend to do?
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
I like these options. I will go with you. Here we go again. Or, you're not subtle. That's fine, I'll go with you.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again,
Feel better, Cody.
My plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
See how pretty he is? He's so pretty. Okay, so Sebastian after the debrief. Sebastian has spent the past 3 years advancing his campaign to retake Starkhaven. He has been traveling extensively between Kirkwall and other Free March cities, attempting to recruit sufficient allies to build an army. With Marion securing the Hawke family place among Kirkwall's nobility, the two have crossed paths a few times, but an exiled prince like Sebastian has far better access than Marion to the Viscount and other heads of state. So far, though, few families have agreed to support Sebastian with actual troops, leaving him in the difficult position of trying to retake the city with no army. Okay. Oh look, and now Sebastian is in our party. Alright, we've got all these ability points. Pop. Oh yeah, let's give him that. Okay, from that, back, and then archery is always the best way to go with him. Back, and then specialist, honestly. Back. Just Sebastian is so pretty. So unfair how pretty he is. Okay. And look at him in all that gleaming white armor. And that gigantic bow. What is it with noble guys, noble heirs, and their bows? Honestly. Okay, hold on. I was trying to add in something for Sebastian. Okay, so I was doing it right. I just wasn't doing it the way. Every time, can I just not spell Sebastian's name? No, I'm spelling it right. Okay, let's see. There we go. See, I knew I could spell. Maybe. Not really, but it's good. Okay, yep, there we go. Alright, so let's double check the chantry, make sure everything we have here is good. Alright, so the next person we can check in with is Fenris, since he is actually the closest. And then there's a chest here. I kind of want to go check on Anders first, just because it's. I think this is where he has the sketchy scene with Isabela ish. It's either this one or between Acts, right after Act 3. I can't remember. Oh look, an evil tome. Okay, you found one of Torone's books. The pages are filled with the secrets of blood magic. You feel a stirring power as you look upon it. Destroy that crap. The fact that we find this in the chantry amuses me to no end. Sure, Sebastian, sure. Okay, so we took care of that. That's fine. I don't think there's anything else. Okay. I do believe there's 4 of those. So we've got 3 more that we need to destroy. Okay. So, hi. We'll say repentance for a while, because that's going to be Sebastian's companion quest. It's messy. Oh, Chanter to Lisa?
And Andraste did say, those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm unto the Maker himself.
Ooh. She has something to say, and she's stuck because of her position as chanter. She's stuck with only being able to use the chant of Blight when she responds to people. Something tells me she does not approve of Sebastian's way of thinking. Let's go talk to Fenris. Okay, Fenris is over here. So, I had pizza Hut last night because we were talking with a friend. We were talking to Tyra, and he kept talking about how he got pizza because that's what his significant other wanted. So he bought her pizza for Mother's Day, and then I was like, pizza. So we had pizza, and it was good. Alright, here is Fenris.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Isabela, don't flirt with Fenris. She winked at us.
Years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
Are you sure?
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Daenerys killed him. Either way, if Daenerys is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Hopefully he has.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
Build a life, Fenris.
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings, the lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You really don't remember.
You don't know who you were.
Fenris was the name Daenerys bestowed upon me, his little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
Okay, see, here's the problem. I want to flirt with Fenris. I really, really do. Fenris is my favorite romance. Okay, fine, but I won't. I'll be a good girl since Isabela is the one we're supposed to be romancing. So, you're my friend.
Your problems are my problems.
Unlucky you. But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
We are friends, Fenris.
We should move on.
Okay, so Fenris is not in our party. It's so hard not to flirt with Fenris because I love getting in Marie's voice so much. Okay, and we're here. Let's go to Anders' clinic. Check in with Anders. Okay, remember how Isabella said that the tax collectors will not be bothering Fenris anymore? Or kind of find out why.
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
Were they after you?
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
I want to know about you. What have you been doing?
Much recently. How have you been?
Good. I just love what Knight Commander Meredith's done with the place.
Don't be a bitch.
The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
How are you handling it?
Is that making it harder for you? With justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
Well, you're gonna have to control it.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirkwall will have to choose a side.
That's dangerous, Andrew. You really shouldn't be doing that. Anders is literally making people choose sides, honestly. And it's wrong. It's dangerous.
Can't go up to Lowtown. Won't let me near the market.
Turn up your purses, Kirkwall. The leases of Javaris Tintop are up for grabs.
Really? Javaris Tintop is a dwarf who wanted to buy the Kunari black powder. So now all of his leases are suddenly up for sale. Wonder how that happened. Okay, so now we're gonna go see Meryl. Meryl.
Have you heard from your sister? Is she settling in all right with the circle?
She seems to be fine.
Our mother checks on her frequently. She seems to be adjusting.
Maybe it's nice for her to finally live without hiding. She's strong. If anyone can get through this, she can. Don't blame yourself.
I should have been.
If I'd gotten home sooner, she might still be free.
Once the Templars knew, nothing you could have done would have saved her. Things will be all right. Somehow.
Meryl!
By the dread wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
If only Solus knew how his name would be used. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go to the Hangman. We can check with Isabela and Varric there. We'll check it with Varric first. Enemy commanders will heal buff nearby troops except when a forceful attack overwhelms them. Which is why I always go to kill emissaries and the big guys first. Ugh, that's gross. No, do not try to lick me. Nasty. Okay. So let's see. Our list of noble boys who use bows. Nathaniel Howe, technically Varric, and Sebastian. In Inquisition, we have Varric again. I think that's really it. I mean, like, you can use... Oh, Sarah uses a bow, but Sarah's... Who's Sarah's a hot mess.
To guide us. Peace with the Harrimans.
If you ever thought Isabela was a hot mess, just wait until you meet Sarah.
It's not recommended.
Thanks, Martin. Seriously, there's not an entire full scarf in this entire city. Okay. And the last one, that is a mage staff. It's weird how we found it in a type, though. Oh, that's right. We need to go and get Sebastian his stuff now that he's part of our party. Oh, it is. No, we don't. We need to go get his stuff. Okay, that's fine. Now that we have them. We need to get more poisons and different types this time, Martin. Okay. Oh, look, there's a chest over here. Hey, crazy guy.
My mother used to say that there are a lot more mages now than when she was a child.
Okay.
I think it's the lyrium that they brought.
Okay, you are a conspiracy nut. Fun time. Hi, Varric.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawke. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
Okay, so I think it's funny how Isabela helps Fenris and Varric helps Anders. Just keep that in mind. Just take me on my memory.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
After everything that happened with Bethany, that's probably good thinking. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
I can never leave you, Varric.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawke. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
And this is why we love Varric. Varric is...
That man over there. He's been staring at me for an entire hour. I counted.
Maybe he likes you.
No. He knows. He knows that I know. But what he doesn't know is that I know that he knows that I know.
How do you know that he doesn't know that you know that he knows that you know you know?
Exactly.
Bless you, Varric, for that. Oh my god, he is a mess. I love Varric so much. Ugh.
Isabela, you look well. Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
You don't need it.
The search for this thing has consumed you. Let it go. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
Okay, well, shit. I'll do it for a kiss.
Do I get a kiss from the feisty temptress when I present her with the hard-won prize? If you want, I'll even let you choose where I plant it.
Ooh, saucy. And look, we got 15 friendship with that from Isabela.
Have you ever been out in the open ocean in a storm? It's the best feeling in the world.
Saucy minx. Okay, the last place we need to go is actually Hawke's house. So, let's go to Python. And this will actually lose us Sebastian, but that's fine, because we'll be able to use him later. When you land a critical hit, the victim's health bar flashes white. Okay, while we're here, let's go talk to some merchants. Oh, look, Hubert's not here anymore. A study on the 5th flight, volume 2. What's talking about? Eamon of Redcliffe. Oh, that's onion. Good. That's for Sebastian, so yep, buy that. What do you got for though? Nothing. That dagger is okay. Not exactly awesome. But this one. Yeah. That's great. You've got. That's for Isabela, Meryl, Fenris. Thank you. Those are the upgrades I needed, so let's go to the bottom now. Before I forgot. Okay, so you can see Hubert is actually missing as a merchant this time around. We're also missing Bodan from here, but he's actually, he's no longer a merchant. He's actually just in our house. What if we took Sebastian into the Booming Rose? Wouldn't that be funny?
If I don't find a dress for tonight, I'll be laughed out of Kirkwall.
Okay.
Good day to you.
The Red Lantern District. Okay. So, this is basically where we started. That's the Viscount. That's the Viscount's Keep. And then we're going to go, this is our new mansion. It's actually the Amel mansion that we rescued from those people. We liberated it. I honestly thought the Deep Roads would be longer than it was. I forgot how short it actually is. It only took us an hour. But look at this place. Ain't it swanky? It's a huge step up from Gamlen's house. Nice sticks, nice clothes. Aveline.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
You can always ask me.
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
Are you sure he's wrong?
It seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
Why not check it out?
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Well, he had a good start.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawke. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Okay, let's check our writing desk. Night terrors. Greetings. I hope this letter finds you well. I've often thought of you in these past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fenris would have long since been sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the keeper nor the first enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn. Please come to my home in the alienage. I will be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for the compassion you have shown Fenris in the past. Sincerely yours, Ariali. Last of his line. I do not know if you remember me, but you helped me deal with the Carta a few years ago. Given the general disreputable characters in Kirkwall, I had all but given up hope, and I swore I would reward you properly. Take these coins in the enclosed package. My men and I are preparing to leave Ravane before King Valen's assassins catch up with us again. If the stone favors us, we'll find Cal Shirok in safety soon. If the Harmont survive this dire time, your name and deeds will be recorded in the memories. With respect, Renville Harriman. I hope he does make it to Cal Shirok. It's the only place that would be safe from Rosemar. The Underground Railroad. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I am one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Darkhaven apostates have been captured, but thanks to the help of many people, I have remained free. You've done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do more, contact Mistress Selby near the docks. She knows of many ways you could save more lives. Forever in your debt, Terry of Starkhaven. Oh look, a note from Fenris. To Hawke. Life with the Dalish hasn't been easy. Keeper Marathari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. The elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They're afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I can trust. Your friend, Fenris. That hurts my heart. Poor Fenris. Oh God. Fly with a flying hat hazmat? Does your soldier not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to Jorgman's apothecary and ask for a special sauce. Our special sauce is infused with the essences of 52 herbs. It's completely natural, completely safe, and absolutely effective. You'll never feel the same again. Be the man other men want to be. Be the man you deserve to be. I can't believe I'm getting Viagra spam in a video game. Okay, from Elrin. Mr. Hawke, I feel I must apologize. You did what you had to when you turned Kilder over to the guards. You saved my daughter, and I should have been more thankful. Leah has been difficult. We left Kirkwall behind, but my poor girl now thinks every man is a monster in disguise. I fear she may never get past this. In your debt, Elrin. Well, it's nice to know that he forgives us. A message from Price. Sarah. I am glad to hear that Fenris took no vengeance on you for helping me. I surely would have died in her service. My sisters are both maids now, and I have proven myself an able shepherd and have been granted 2 youths of my own to start a flock. I heard you've made a name for yourself in Kirkwall. My hopes for your continued success. Thank you again. Transcribed by the lady of the house for Price. Well, good for Price. Good for him. A strangely official-looking letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Occam Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago I served the office of seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been deposed out by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness Prince Corbinian Vale, the true heir to the throne, and with your help, Maker willing, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. His Highness had a fortune of 11,000 sovereigns locked away in the vaults of the Royal Bank of Antigua. With access to his fortune, we can raise an army to retake the throne, but it is too dangerous for His Highness to simply withdraw the funds himself. This is where we require your assistance and discretion. Simply send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I will arrange that the funds are transferred to you. My king will then contact you to retrieve his fortune, leaving you with a hefty reward. I must warn you, the Antiguans will not consider the account viable if it contains less than 100 sovereigns. Please observe the utmost confidentiality. Yours, Lord Occam Falk. Hey, look, we got a Nigerian prince letter, too. Bless Kirkwall. Bless Kirkwall. Okay. A strange letter from Lothering. Hawke. Heard you lot got to the free marches. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than our land. They got spiders up there? Big ones? Couldn't swing a dead cat round here without hitting a giant spider. But the Blight drove them off. Maker. Dark days ahead. Mark my words. A man can't even cover his blighted land in poisonous traps. Old Barlin. That would be the crazy old guy in the inn in Lothering who wanted all the poison. If you guys watched my stream when I played Origins, that's who this is from. A note addressed to Gamlin. Gamlin amount. Payment is now 2 months late, Sarah. Interest accrues, as you are well aware. You will find yourself barred from our establishments unless payment is made. Think. No better, card sharp, or numbers from Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantness. God, Gamlin, you need to stop gambling. You're bad at it. A message from Lothering. Dearest Leandra, I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Carver. I remember the dear boy helping me trap rats in the cellar. The blight has taken too much from us. Thank the Maker for the hero Ferelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in most parts of the country. The Lothering is gone for good. We had hoped to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It'll take decades for the earth to recover. It may never. Redcliffe is a nice place, and I'm starting to see it as home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but it's recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please write me again, my dear. I wish to hear about your life in Kirkwall. Send my regrets and fond regards to the children. Your friend, Miriam. So now we know where Marianne, her name, and family letters. Okay. Dear Marianne, I hope this letter finds you well. My time in the circle has been bearable, even after the Templars made a point of putting me through the harem as soon as I arrived. They thought I was at risk of possession or running away like father. Glad it's over with. I've started mentoring apprentices. I enjoy time with the children, teaching them basic stuff. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Life's not perfect, I mind you. The Templars are mostly polite, and I know they're just doing their jobs, but some hold extreme views. There's one creep named Sir Elric who likes harassing mages, but I'll still clear of him. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry about me. With love, Bethany. I want you to remember the name of Sir Elric, because he will pop up later. He's a jerk. He will take great joy in killing him. Alright, let's go back. Oh, we got some stuff, money, got a bunch of quests now. Thank you, sirs. Okay, let's examine.
Wish Bodine would clean the fireplace. Says it reminds him of a mine shaft.
No, Bodine. Okay, so here, look. We'll examine this.
Is that Isabela? Who carves that into a stairwell?
Isabela does. You know what she carved into a stairwell. Don't kid yourself. You know. Okay.
Fenris hates that statue. Says it reminds him of the old god relics they had in Tevinter.
I can see why. It's gross, though.
Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion.
Oh, it's one of the bottles that Daenerys left at the mansion. Fenris gave it to Hawke.
I came in and watered your plants. Your friend, Meryl. Well, that was nice of her.
Bless Meryl. Okay, let's see. There's a couple of other things we can do in this office. Oh, look.
Leather to feather. Crossroads of form. I don't even know where to start.
Right?
Leather to feather. Crossroads of form. I don't even know where to start.
Okay. Oh wait, is this where he starts writing his Hard to Hightown series? Where I think it is. Oh my god, the thing is so awful.
That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude.
And that's a painting of young Leandra. Ooh, isn't she pretty?
Handprints. Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sandal.
Oh, okay, good. Here we go.
Nice view. I see the Arenbergs have made up. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen.
I like how she kind of like turns her foot when she's standing here.
Where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely.
Okay, and then we'll examine it.
Right, so she said to look at the crest sideways, then cover the... Sweet maker, Isabela. I can't unsee that.
Isabela has found all of the naughty things in the house, and she is just making sure that Hawke knows. Okay, read. Strange sighting. Yesterday I saw a man I could swear was Marias, just walking around Lowtown. I wasn't sure at first, but that armor, that hair, he's unmistakable. He was talking to Samson, of all people. I can't imagine what a Grey Warder commander and an ex-Templar vagrant have in common. They seemed intent in their discussion. When I came closer, Marias pulled Samson into the doorway. I don't know if he saw me or not, but it seemed almost like they were avoiding me. Dun dun dun. It's a little ominous. It's Hawke's finery.
Everything that's left of my life in Lothering.
Oh, okay.
Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed.
Yeah, that's gonna come back to bite us in the ass later. Like so many things.
I think I'll let Sandal empty.
Sandal, she pee in the vase. That's not a chamber pot, dude. Okay, that is actually the theme of this game. That's gonna bite us in the ass later. Doggo!
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
Well, you know you're a Hawke, too.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city. I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. I visited Bethany at the Circle. She seems happy enough. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband.
No. No. Do not want. Okay, let's order some rooms. We'll take that. And that. Wait, what's this? Oh, weaponry. Yes. You know what? Let's just order one of everything. Except the Rune of Fortune. We don't really need it. But you can see it tells us how many we've discovered. We've got 3 Larian, 4 Silverite, 1 Ori Halcom, and no Dragon's Blood. Haven't actually gotten the right kind. So, that's fine. Let's see, poison grenades. We've gotten a little further here. We've got 5 mushrooms, 4 deathroot, 1 glitter dust, and no philanders. Oh, that one's going to be harder, but we'll do it. And potions. We've got 6 elf food, 3 spindle and 1 emblem, but no ambrosia. Okay, so this you can only get if you do Isabella's like companion quest properly. The Philanderis you can only get if you do Meryl's properly. And the Dragon's Blood we get in Act 3 for killing a dragon. It's actually pretty self-explanatory, honestly. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I hit tab instead of what I wanted to do. Okay. I have a rune of Blight. Aveline? No, we're good. Yeah. Protect us from fire and frost. Oh, okay. Aveline's is protected, that's fine. Meryl. Fenris. Okay, Fenris. Or Meryl, Fenris, Varric, and Isabela.
You like the shiny?
Yes, Sandal, I like the shiny.
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy
Enchantment. What's this? Oh, it's a boom.
There he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
Has he always been like this?
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
Why not look into it?
Have you ever thought of finding out more?
Well, I did. I brought him to the Circle of Magi about a year after we got to the surface. They called him a savant, but then they started giving him the eye like they were going to keep him, so he left. Not going back to those vultures. Sandal's happy as he is.
Well, I'm grateful for his help.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
I want some pie.
Thanks, Sandal. We got a special room. See what it does. I think it's a weapon. Okay. A weapon rune that increases the chance to knock an enemy back. Boom. I love Sandal so much. Can't. Okay.
That's where I'll put messages which come while you're out.
Well, thank you, but we're good. I got those. Status calendar. For most good folks, the details of our calendars have little purpose. It's useful only for telling them when the summer day festival will be held, when the snows are expected to begin, and when the harvest must be complete. The naming of the years are a matter for historians and taxmen, and few, if pressed, could even tell you the reason that our current age is named after dragons. It is 930 Dragon Age, the 30th year of the 9th age since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next age name chosen in the 99th year. The scholars of Varric advance the Chantry of Portents, seen in the 99th year, and the Chantry authorities pore over the research for months before the divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what is to come, of what many people of Thedas will face for the next 100 years. The current age was not meant to be the Dragon Age. Throughout the last months of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was preparing to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of the Eurasian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much of South Thedas and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Navarra. It was to be a celebration of Orlesian imperial glory. But as the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head and the Battle of Riverdale was about to begin, a particular event occurred, a rampage, the rising of a dreaded high dragon. Dragons had been thought practically extinct since the days of the Navarran dragon hunts, and they say that to see this great beast rise from the frostbacks was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage began and the high dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustine II abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Orlais in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon is an element of the Dufayel family heraldry of King Magrin, the so-called usurper king of Ferelden. Be that as it may, the high dragon's rampage turned towards the Elysian side of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds and sending thousands more fleeing to the northern coast. The Ferelden rebels won the Battle of Riverdane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think that the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violent and dramatic change for all of Thedas. It remains to be seen. From the studious theologian by Brother John Hugh, Chanter Scholar at 925 Dragon. Anyway, so that was interesting. But now you know why it's named Dragon Age and not Sun Age.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
Look, Hawke is a pet owner, Amy. She feels your pain.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
Alright. So, we're gonna put, oh god, okay, so we're gonna put Fenris, Sebastian. You know what, let's not take Fenris, take Aveline and Anders together. Okay. So we've got the gallows, underground railroad, and black powder courtesy. You know what? No. Let's not take Aveline. That's gonna get us in trouble. Okay. So we'll take Sebastian, we'll take Anders, we'll definitely take Fenris. We're not taking Aveline, because that would get us in trouble. All of our stuff is daytime. So we don't have anything at night. We don't have anything outside of the city. Let's go to the gallows for crime suspect. We'll talk to Emmerich first. Hawke doesn't discover a valuable crafting resource, someone else is sure to find it. Undiscovered resources will disappear as the years roll by. So, it's always important to try to get them all.
Were you ever dedicated in the faith of the Chantry?
I have no memory of my childhood. Daenerys had no desire to teach his slaves anything that made them think they're worthy beings.
I'm sorry. I can't imagine how difficult your life has been.
No, you can't.
Whether you were taught it or not, the Maker has room at his side for every soul, even yours.
Why do so many mages insist on running away from this sun? Where do they think they'll go?
So, if you have Sebastian and Fenris and party long enough, Sebastian will try to convert Fenris. It's kind of fun-ish.
Hawke, the new scion of the Amell family. Congratulations. Anyway, what can I do for you?
How do you feel about the Canary Colony?
Everyone seems concerned about the Canary. What's the Templar stance?
They are heathens. They will stop at nothing less than the eradication of the Chantry. But we can't know the immediate goals of the Kunari in Kirkwall. Should it come to open conflict, we are the largest army in the city. We will be the ones to lead its defense.
Sure. Do you have any work for me?
Is there anything I can help the Templars with?
Oh, you're kind to offer, but after what happened with Tirani 3 years ago, the Knight Commander has closed ranks.
Of course she
men
has.
undergo weekly questioning, and she's eliminated all work with outsiders. It's hard to keep recruitment up enough to maintain our numbers.
I would like to meet your commander.
I keep hearing about the Knight Commander. When do I get to meet her?
I'm afraid she's become more reclusive since you came to Kirkwall, Hawke. These last 3 years, especially, she's been very suspicious of outside influences. I almost wonder if something happened.
I heard Sir Ulrich place the order for me to be made tranquil. I passed my harrowing. He can't do that.
You're gonna hear that a lot. Like, oh my god, I passed my harrowing. Why am I why are they trying to make me tranquil? That's gonna happen a lot. Attributes. Oh, here. Have some magic. Finish out. Oh man, armors. Aura is better. You know what? Let's go with haste actually. And then here's Fenris. We'll give him more magic resist. And ooh, let's go for Berserker. Oh no. Here we go. Unrelenting Barrage. We'll do that. Yeah, that works for me. Okay. We're going to go past Emmerich real quick. So...
You're looking well. My store is much better stocked thanks to you. If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your work.
Up to.
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here.
Okay. Do you have anything good? Life Ward Potion. We'll take that.
Welcome back to Sword.
Why does the Knight Commander not permit us to sell everything? So much is restricted.
This poor Tranquil. Like, why? Okay, there's an upgrade for Anders. Spirit Warding. We'll take it. Also take that. Yep, Anders got an upgrade to his stuff. Alright, and now while we're here, let's talk to Emmerich. Oh wait, no, there's 2 other stores. I forgot that these stores existed. How did I do that? I don't know. Yep, there we go. There's one for Sebastian. Oh, lightning warding. Thank you.
Many more of us have been given the right in recent days.
Running impact, yeah, that's fine. Markham Heartstopper. Ooh, look at that. 27 physical damage, plus 5 critical chance, plus 12 critical damage. Messy kills. That's actually not a bad one-handed weapon. That's an okay dagger, I guess. It's okay. Ours are better. But let's see. Let's take a look. See, Sebastian's already got 2 up. Oh, I forgot his stupid stuff. And, you know what? For right now, though. Take that. Take that. How's that? That's fine for now. Okay. Here's Anders. He's only got 1. Oh, he's got this big gallows leg finger cross. That's fine. Those work. Fenris has only got 1, but that's fine. There are other stores still. Emmerich!
Hello, Emmerich. Aveline says you need my help again.
I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Nanette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
This one. Really? That's his name? Okay, so what do you need?
Is this man in hiding? Am I to find him for you?
No, I know where Dupuis is. I just can't get to him. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something. The guards raided his mansion and found nothing. They were forced to apologize, and I was reprimanded. Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
Emmerich. Who else is looking into this?
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the City Guard. And the City Guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either.
It's not that they don't care.
And no one's doing anything.
It's not that Aveline doesn't care. Did you sell anyone with bones?
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women. I had no choice but to continue the investigation on my own.
Did you tell me about your suspicions?
What have you learned about Gascard Dupree?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
Oh, maybe you're right.
It should be investigated at least.
Thank you. I faced nothing but ridicule. To hear someone say that is encouraging.
Alright, I'll help you if I can.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
Look, it's our first quest for nighttime and it already
People talk about the
sucks.
circle like it's a prison. It's no different than anywhere in Phaedos.
Okay. No, Saul gave us tasks, but that's different. Look, we only have one nighttime quest. Fun, right? Let's go to Underground Railroad. When stars next to an item in your inventory show the item's power relative to your current level. 2 stars indicate basic equipment for your level. Like that, the drum music right there. I don't think there are any. Oh, there's a quest here. And there's the air shock. Mistress Selby.
Is there something you want, Anders?
You really don't have the temperament for a slave.
Oh, God.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I'm just wondering how your master didn't kill you.
How have the Templars not killed you?
Oof.
I'm charming.
Anders, that is not charming. That's being an asshole.
Look at all the elves.
No work, no pay. So simple, the elves get it.
Do you know anything about the Mage Underground?
Nope.
They got this one woman in there, who wears nothing but chaps and a grin.
I've never seen a horse or Hella in Kirkwall. Why is she wearing chaps?
It's a window to her world, fellas. A window to her world.
Okay, so evidently that happens in the Blooming Rose. Okay. I mean, it is a place for ladies with a little cute. Oh, look. Shady merchant.
Just don't ask where anything came from. In the market for something special, friend?
Shady merchandise. What you got, buddy? Varric. Another one for Fenris. Tar Bomb. And Death Toxin. Well, this guy's fun. Okay. Mistress Selby.
What do you need, love? Package delivery?
I'm Hawke. I got a letter from some mage friends.
I see. Check the back of the board for our special rates.
Here's the code.
Oh, cloak and dagger phrases. How about the queasy crow flies at midnight?
How about the smart-mouthed Ferelden gets slapped across the face? The board has all the details. Should you take care of something, just drop by.
It's like another chanter's board. Search and rescue. Starkhaven sent another caravan of mages bound for the gallows 2 months back. I thank those who helped rescue our comrades. Now one of my brothers has been apprehended by bounty hunters. I offer a goodly sum of gold to anyone who can go to the wounded coast and rescue him. At some point, the freedom of every mage is owed to someone, a sympathetic cousin, a friendly farmer, or a Ferelden refugee. They help because it's right, and we must band together again. Diary of Starkhaven. Okay. How to find the Templar. In the past fortnight, 7 apostates have been captured because of one Templar, Sir Conrad Bernhard. It is never wise to underestimate a Templar's intelligence, but Sir Conrad is both brilliant and ruthless. We must remove this threat. Killing him is not an option. He must be disgraced, removed from Kirkwall, and ideally cast out of the Templar Order. Fortunately for us, the Templars now feel they've been infiltrated by a blood mage's puppets. One of the several Templars who are watching their own. Of the several Templars who are watching their own, one is deep in the throes of Lyrian and can be fooled. His name is Sir Varric, and he frequents the hangman. His testimony alone will be dubious, so we must search the gallows in Lowtown for any slight or fabrication that can defame Sir Conrad before we fall. Okay. We just don't tell Fenris we're doing this. This is how we get him to help us. It's all good. It's all good. We're good. I'll take that crate, thank you.
Heard something about a big strike in deep roads. Always hearing things like that.
Well, it's true. I struck it rich. Okay. We are not doing black powder courtesy because screw that crap. Oh, look, it's a random canary.
You are Hawke. A patrol went missing along the wounded coast. The Arashok says you have some semblance of honor.
Well, that's nice.
So tell me, did you kill them?
And if I confess.
If I did kill them, why would I tell you? You'd just attack me.
I seek an answer to a question. What has happened to the missing Karatam? Vengeance is not relevant to this task.
No, I'm innocent.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe you. If you are not responsible, I waste my time here.
Okay, so we just got a quest for the Lost Patrol. That's awesome. Okay, so you guys got 3 guesses as to what happened to the patrol, and the first 3 don't count. And if you think about that, that will make sense. Okay. God, none of this is good. You know what? Let's go to Lowtown and we'll talk to the merchants, because honestly, right now, it's pretty close to cutoff time. So we're just going to continue to try to get the armor upgrades. And then on Wednesday we'll pick up and we'll do all the we'll do more questing. We'll do like actual quests for Act 2. Man, I can't believe
your friend made tranquil? Do you know?
No, and it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves that.
I know some mages who deserve that.
Really? Perhaps they should start making slaves tranquil. Then they wouldn't dream of escaping. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Slaves do not attract demons that try to possess them.
Which clearly justifies it. What a perfect solution.
Ooh, these two. Oh, man, it's just going to be nothing but them two bickering the entire time. Welcome to Fenris and Anders being little bitches at each other. Yep, here's Aveline's next upgrade. Oh, that's not great, but it's not bad either. It's not worth 6 gold though. Okay. Greater. Oh, yeah, no, take that. A Rune of Spirit and a Signet ring. Ooh. Oh, so that will give us a quest if we give it to Varric. Fun times, right? Carol Shop. Oh, Isabela. Good. Oh, it's magic. We don't need that. I mean, for a city that is like really hard on its mages, there's a lot of like stuff to be made, like bought and sold for mages here. There's Elegant.
I'm told your expedition did quite well for you. Bravo.
Okay, and as you can see, Vincento is not here. He has moved on. Because of course he has. And then the clinic that was over here. Things have changed a little bit in the last 3 years. It's actually just right here. For easy access to potions, click on Quick Heal or Quick Mana Stamina on the right side of the quick bar. You can also drag usable items into the quick bar if they are still there.
Feel free to browse my wares. The profits help Ferelden refugees, here and at home.
Okay. Thank you. Bane. What's this one? 160. Wow. Look at that. 88 attack, 9 magic resist, but we have one that's immune to critical hits, which is good. Tear Ferelden. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll get that for Anders, since he's got crappy rings. And then some armor strips for Anders' armor. Take a look at what we got here. Anders has got 2, but Sebastian's got 2, and Fenris has got 2. Look at us. We're moving up in the world, kids. Oh, it's good, because those are crap, and I need to replace them completely, but... that was the last merge in the Kirkwall. There is, of course, the one with the Dalish, and we'll go there when we do quests, because we have to go to the Dalish encampment anyway, or at least through it. I don't think we really have anything else that isn't going to take a lot of time to start. Look at all these. We've got so many. We've got some good secondary quests, some European quests. You know what? Let's go give that ring to Varric. That shouldn't take forever to do. Get a little more info about Varric's family. Both the Viscount's Keep and the Chantry were built by the dwarves. They were originally intended to house the city's magister overlords back at the height of imperial rule. But then the Imperials got out, and everybody just took over. Oh, there's Sir Roderick. We will deal with him later.
You know, Fenris, as a brother in the Chantry, I'm allowed to hear confessions.
Why would you tell me this?
I know Daenerys made you do things. I thought you might be more comfortable talking to a friend. You should know, a murder committed under duress is a sin on the one who ordered it, not the one whose hands carried out the deed.
Have I not spoken enough of my past? Does everyone in Kirkwall wish to hear every sordid detail?
Sometimes it's painful to speak, but it's the only way the wound can be lanced.
Sebastian really takes his position in the Chantry really seriously, but sometimes too seriously.
I've got something for you, Varric.
My father's signet ring. Where did you find it? Bartrand pawned it off to pay for the expedition. I can't believe you found it. This sounds exactly like the sort of fake thing I'd make up about you.
Feel free to embellish this.
When you tell people, mention that I got it from the belly of a dragon.
I'll throw in a couple of werewolves and a griffin for balance. Well, I guess I'd better start answering my mail from Orzammar. Balin's court just reminds me too much of family dinners with my cousins. Anyway, I owe you one, Hawke. Remind me later to put you on my tab.
Alright, so, yeah. Quick way to get some friendliness with Varric. I just love that. This is exactly like the kind of thing I make up about you. That's why I always play into it, because it's ridiculous. Okay, and on that note, we're going to call it here. We'll pick up from here on Wednesday, and we'll start all of the side questing crap.